Not everyone came to Christ from a dark place. Some of us grew up in the light of God, thanks to our parents who were born again. Yeah, as we grew up. So yeah, we had to like go to church. We had to be forced, you know. Ish. It was not an easy life, but I thank God because I'm a product of that. Yeah, I've heard people say like so what is your story? How was your past before you received Jesus? It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a dark past for you to know Christ. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a criminal, you have to be like somebody who has done so many crazy things for you to meet Christ. Some of us, because of how our parents used to work with God, how they used to attend church regularly, it made us love this Jesus. It made us know more about God. You know, it wasn't an option. Growing up as a kid, it wasn't an option. You couldn't stay at home while parents go to church. That couldn't even it couldn't even have happened, even in dreams. Yeah, but looking back and thinking about the whole thing, I really thank my parents for, you know, forcing us to go to church, to go for VBS, vocational Bible, you know, school, attending, oh God, camps, you know, talk about all these, you know, church activities we used to go. And I am who I am today because of the principles, the values that my parents, you know, and also our pastors growing up, our pastors, you know, they put in us. So yeah, the reason for me to share this video is to encourage many people out there, especially those people that think you have to have a dark past for you to meet Christ. It doesn't necessarily, you know, mean that. Many people don't even have a dark past. Like, if you come to me and ask me, so tell me, before Christ, who were you? I was a kid. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything, like being a criminal, being a bad person. All I knew is I know God because of my parents, because of the, you know, the Bible story books that my dad used to buy us. And oh wow, my childhood was kind of, you know, fun because I learned a lot of Bible characters through this, you know, baby Bible stories, you know. And yeah, I really thank God. I really thank God for my parents, especially my mother. You couldn't miss church. Yeah, and yeah, I really thank God also for revealing himself to me as a kid. You know, so many people would assume or would think, this is only a kid. Maybe they don't even understand the Bible. They do. They do understand. And as a kid, I used to watch my mother, you know, how she could pray, how she could worship God, and I followed what I saw her do. So if you're a parent out there, never neglect you know, your child. Never think your child doesn't need to know God at a younger age just because they're young. I was a young person. I was a young kid when I knew God, when I knew Christ, when I knew Jesus is real. I was a young person. So yeah, we should train up our kids in the ways of the Lord, and when they grow up, they will never depart from them. Look at me now. I've lived for Christ like all my life. Not that I've never committed sin. I've sinned. Oh my. I've fallen short of the glory of God many times. But because of the mercy that Jesus has for us as his kids, as his children, we are standing here to testify of how good God is. Yeah. Continue believing in God and never stop telling your children about Christ. Amen. God bless you.